What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV and, of course, Platform B for Cubs Clubhouse. We are jumping into our interview section, and I am very excited to be here with a long-term friend of near enough every radio project I seem to be involved in, someone who we've had on numerous different shows, numerous different parts of the channel, and just in general, an absolute don of a human being. Great Adams, how are you, my friend? How's things?
I'm blessed, man. I'm happy to be here as always. Man. It's nice to be here, man.
Awesome, man. It's always good to catch you. And you have been busy this year. There's no getting away from that. I'm seeing you pop up left, right, and centre. Obviously, some awesome remixes, some awesome original singles. First of all, man, talk me through the year so far, because you're on fire right now.
Yeah, it's been crazy. I'm just trying to. I think the last time we spoke, I kind of told you that the job is to release as much as possible this year. Like, that's the plan. The plan is to drop an EP as well at some point. It's ready now. It's ready. And we also have an album almost ready, which is kind of crazy saying that. The plan is to drop an album next year. I think it's overdue. I think it's needed now. But the plan this year is to just drop as many singles as possible. I think in the next 2 months, I've got like 4 songs coming out. So we've got one coming out this month with Maddox Jones, which is a crazy collaboration. I've got one with Charmaine coming out as well next month, and then we've got the Summer Banger, and then we have another song. So between the months of like June and August, it's like 4 songs coming out. So it's an interesting year.
Amazing, man. And again, it's that consistency which is so cool to see. Whenever we hear a new Great Adams tune, there's always something super catchy about it, whether it be the hook, whether it be a sort of melody hidden in the middle of the tune. There's always something super catchy. How have you found, I suppose, kind of upping the intensity of releases and upping the kind of quantity, but still maintaining that kind of catchy element in every tune?
I think that what's happening with me as well, and it's a good thing that you've asked that question, because I've had people ask me this question a lot recently, and they always say, look, something about your choruses is something that just resonates, that we kind of go from like Link Up to Pretty Mama, and we remember something about the song. And I say to people, look, a lot of the songs that I'm releasing now are songs that have taken me maybe 5 to 7 revisions to then go, okay, this would work. So I think what I'm doing differently now is that I'm no longer just putting a song down and be like, okay, this is perfect, that's good. I think I criticize myself so much now because I need people get tired of listening to the same thing as well, and I know I do. So I try to ensure that I'm putting out different stuff. If you've really followed me this year, you realize that I've jumped on a drill beat as well, which had a 1.4 million views on Instagram, which just went crazy. People love that one. Absolutely love that one. I think it's 1.6 million. Sorry, I'm 1.6 million at the minute.
Just throw it around. 1.4 million, 1.6 million. They're all crazy numbers. It's fine.
Yeah. But we got that one. And obviously, I've done Pretty Mama, which is an Amapiano blend. Do you know what I mean? With proper Afro vibes. So what I'm trying to do is I don't want people to just hear one thing from me now. I think as an artist, you've got to be very versatile now. You've got to be able to do a lot more, and also people can still hear your sound in those other things that you do. So that's what I'm aiming for, and I think that's why I've kind of stayed in that lane since then.
And it's really cool to see, man. Again, that consistency is showing so heavily. There are a couple of individual tracks this year that I do want to speak to you about. Obviously, Link Up is a huge one from yourself. I want to talk about the remix, because that was such a, I feel, cleverly arranged scenario. I know you and Cray Wolf have been like pals for a while now. Talk to me about how that remix came together.
You know what? It was one of those ones where I was at Mobile Awards, Mobile and Song audition, and I was it was top 20. I was top 20, and I was told that I was going to perform last on that day. So I just thought, oh my days, like, there's so many incredible artists here, you're making me perform last? I just thought, oh my God, what am I going to do? So I got on stage on that day. I had some incredible singers like Zita killing it on stage. We had Natalie Lindy, oh my gosh. And then we have Sarah as well. And then Cray Wolf went and just stamped the stage, and I thought, okay, I'm next, right? So I got on stage, I thought, okay, what am I doing today? So I don't know what happened. Link Up has a weird vibe where it just makes everybody go crazy. Now the judges were on their feet. They weren't even judging anymore. They were literally on their feet, and everyone was singing, "I want to link up with you, my girl." And the whole stage, just everything went crazy. It was like a concert. It wasn't even like an audition anymore. It just turned into a concert. And then Cray Wolf and Zeta, like, they walked up to me, and they, like, we're just talking. And I literally said to them, I said, I've always wanted to do a remix, but I didn't want to put men on the remix. I just wanted to be, I want to see what a woman has to say about linking up, because the man them are always talking about linking up. What about the girl then? What did they want to say about link up? And literally, Cray Wolf was like, "Oh yeah, let's link up." So we linked up in the studio. She came down, Zeta came down. Zeta went in the room to ride. Cray Wolf wrote her verse on a car, on her taxi down, and everything just went crazy. And then I thought, we've got to do well with this. We're going to release it properly. And the mobiles kind of supported that as well, and said they wanted it on the compilation album. So yeah, that's how we made Link Up Remix.
Amazing, man. And again, that's a tune we've been smashing on this show. It's an instrumental that I love. It's a general arrangement that I love, and I feel it just kind of personifies a lot of what you're doing at the moment, and that's an awesome tune. There is another tune that I want to squeeze in a little quick conversation about as well, which is of course Pretty Mama, the new single. We ran it just before jumping into this conversation. It looks like this one's taking off as well, man. Talk to me about this tune.
It's honestly, Pretty Mama is it's a jam that wasn't supposed to come out until the end of the year. I just thought, I'm not ready for this. I wanted to just release something very calm and quiet. And I was playing it in the car, and a stranger who we picked up from the studio to come do some backup vocals, she just went, "Oh my God, this is amazing. Like, who sang this?" I thought, me, and she goes, "You? Oh, you need to release this." And then I remember everyone looking at me and saying, "Yeah, like, and I think that just kind of solidified the song, and we knew that it was time for the song to come out.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I mean, kind of listening through your kind of discography this year, and listening through, I suppose, the kind of amping up of intensity, but also maintaining that great Adam sound is something that's been so enjoyable for myself from a DJ perspective, but also from a fan's perspective as well. And I wanted to kind of get you on the show so I could tell you that in person, like to actually tell you like how exciting it is, kind of watching your progression and seeing the kind of responses that you're now getting. Very quickly, what's the next thing we can expect from you, sir?
Well, we've got Crazy Year. We've got an EP coming. So the EP is going to be just no features, just Great Adams. So what I'm going to do is, I've got lots of features in the album. I can't wait to share with everyone the people that are on the album. It's just going to blow your mind away, honestly, Kovo, I tell you. But the EP is going to be about Great Adams. It's just going to be me, my songs, no features, I just want people to one day go online and be like, I want to listen to just Great Adams, and go on that EP and be like, oh, this is just him. It's not about anyone doing anything, it's just him. And that's what I've done. It's been hard to pile up the tracks, because I have over more than 100 songs that's been recorded already. So it's been difficult to pile it up to 6. We've gone to 7 now. We don't know, we're going to bring it down to 5, but we're almost there. So the EP's coming. We've got the album next year, and then we've got a couple of singles coming, and a music video as well coming in August.
Awesome, man. Well, again, thanks for taking the time out of what seems like a super busy schedule to come on the show. Great Adams, it's always a pleasure. Thanks for coming on, dude.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you very much.
Each and every time.
Take care, bro.
Keep it locked and don't go anywhere, people. We're live on Platform B, and we're jumping into the pull-up mix section next. Let's go.
Sounding so good right now. Man, they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, Cub Cam TV. Stay locked.